Have you ever wondered what it's really like to go through the first trimester of pregnancy? I'm so excited to share my amazing first trimester experience with you all today. It's a time of incredible change, growth, and transformation, and I'm thrilled to take you along on this journey with me. When I think back on my first trimester, I remember feeling so overwhelmed by the sheer number of physical and emotional changes that were happening in my body. Morning sickness was a real challenge for me. Some days I couldn't even keep water down, let alone actual food. Fatigue was another big one. I'd find myself dozing off in the middle of the day, no matter how much sleep I got the night before. And then there were the emotional changes. I'd go from happy to sad to anxious in the blink of an eye. It was a real roller coaster, to say the least. These physical symptoms really impacted my daily life too. Simple tasks like grocery shopping or cooking dinner became monumental challenges. I had to learn to prioritize my energy and take things one step at a time. And socializing? Forget about it. I was too tired and too sick to even think about going out with friends. It was a tough time, but I'm so glad I made it through. In addition to those physical symptoms, I also experienced some intense emotional changes. I'd always been someone who was pretty in control, but during my first trimester, I felt like I was at the mercy of my hormones. One minute I'd be crying about something ridiculous, and the next I'd be laughing uncontrollably. It was a real challenge to navigate these mood swings, but my partner was super supportive, and that really made all the difference. As I reflect on those early days of pregnancy, I realized just how much I grew as a person. I learned to be kinder to myself, to listen to my body, and to prioritize my own needs. It wasn't always easy, but it was worth it in the end. One of the most memorable moments of my first trimester was when I felt my baby move for the first time. It was this tiny little flutter, but it was like a whole new world opened up to me. I felt connected to my baby in a way that I never had before, and it was just the most incredible feeling. And of course, there were the doctor's visits. Those were always a highlight. Hearing my baby's heartbeat for the first time was just amazing, and I remember feeling so grateful to be on this journey. Another highlight was sharing the news with our friends and family. It was so much fun to see the looks on their faces when we told them. Pure joy and excitement. We took a bunch of cute photos to capture the moment, and I still look back on those with a big smile on my face. And let's not forget the food cravings. Oh my goodness, I had the strangest cravings during my first trimester. I mean, who craves pickles and ice cream at the same time? But the moment that really defined my first trimester was when I heard my baby's heartbeat for the first time. It was like everything came into focus. I was carrying a tiny human being inside of me, and that was just the most amazing thing. It was a moment of pure joy and wonder, and it's a feeling that I'll always treasure. Looking back on my first trimester, I'm struck by the mix of joy and challenges that I experienced. It was a transformative time, to say the least, and one that I'll always look back on with gratitude and love. Thanks so much for joining me on this journey, guys. If you're currently going through your own first trimester, I'd love to hear about your experiences in the comments below. And be sure to check out my next video, where I'll be sharing more about my pregnancy journey.